The Iblis Trigger. Where is he? First, I need to gather information.
Welcome back, everybody, to Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Silver's Story. Last time, we started the story, and we were sent back in time by an DeviantArt OC named Mephiles. Now, Silver and Blaze have been separated, and now we are on a mission to find the Iblis Trigger, who looks a lot like Sonic. And hopefully it isn't him. But, now we're in the forest. So let's try to talk to some of the locals. At some point I mentioned that the yellow squares above on top of NPCs normally suggest non-important dialogue, so let's see what he says. I wonder what this pillar is. I've lived in Soliana all my life, but I still have no idea what it is. See, that's not crucial to the story, but it gives a lot more... It fleshes out the world, ever so slightly. And we already know what these pillars do, as we found out in Sonic's story. Let's see what the question ring tells.
If you see a mark above the head of someone in town, try talking to them. You may learn something important.
So once again, that's the disembodied voice of the Duke of Soliana, Princess Elisa's father. And he also helps out Silver, and there's also tutorials here.
Huh?
You want to know if I've seen the Iblis Trigger? I didn't see anyone suspicious in town, so maybe he's hiding somewhere up ahead. So Silver's just gonna randomly ask people if they've seen the Iblis Trigger, the person who awakened Iblis prior to Iblis's awakening. He's not gonna get anywhere doing this.
Aye.
Rib roast? I think I just saw some at the butcher. What? Iblis Trigger? What kind of meat is that? I like these types of characters. And honestly, with that information, it's not that clear where to go. I thankfully have already played the game. Otherwise, this would be a blind playthrough. Can you? You can! Oh, let's just ride the rocks like the pioneers used to do. But you can't do so for long. So what you have to do is go in this direction. Oh, it's kind of suggesting you to go over here, but these NPCs don't spawn in. The distancing is too far between. Look, they get culled out. Anyway, she has. Sorry, I'm twitching again. She has important dialogue. Silver, please. I like walking in the woods, but the other day I got lost. I ended up in a part of a jungle. I ended up in a part of the woods that looked like a jungle. I thought it was around here somewhere. Silver, do not freak out when talking to a woman. You're not from around here, are you? Where are you from? The future? Alright, quit messing with an old man. You decide to tell an old man that you're from the future. I don't think I've ever seen this NPC before. He's probably been here every time I've played it. I just never remembered it.
Aye.
Middle-aged man. Are you lost? If you're trying to get to the jungle, you should go this way. So that's where you have to go, to the jungle. What does this thing have to tell us?
When in doubt, consult
Okay, we
your
can move
map
on.
and radar. They should tell you exactly where you need to go next.
Thank you, Duke. Ooh, a dog. It looks very different from the dogs in the future. You see that shining mark there? Oh, okay. I was going to explain this, but in Sonic's story, we had to use Elise to cross this portion. Seriously, man, you gotta stop freaking out. I know you're uncomfortable being from the future and all, and being back in present day, but this is excessive. Anyways, I was also saying, with Elise, you had to use her powers of shielding to walk across the water. What does Silver have to do? This gap is too big to just fly over, so we have to use this green circle to pick up some debris out of the ocean. Not ocean, this is a pond. Also, anytime that happens where you have to lift fragments that use as platforming out of the ground or whatever, they lift so slowly to the point where I will most likely get across before the last thing has risen. And I'm assuming this will tell us how to get into the stage.
This is the mirror of Soliana. It will take you right to your destiny.
Thank you, Duke, but I already completed Sonic's story, so I'll take it from here. Alright, Tropical Jungle with Silver the Hedgehog. Oh, wait, let's see. No, there's no question rings. So what you'd have to do here...
It looks like this lotus will help me jump, based on how long I charge my psychokinesis.
They will just tell you. Okay. Use the circle, hold it down, and the lily pad will help you out. A lot of this stage revolves around just throwing and breaking. So we're gonna have some fun today. Oh, and since it's the first time we've encountered Eggman's mechs, watch this. Even though it will slow down the game, you can grab their missiles. The only missiles fireable weapons that they can shoot at you. Okay, I'll restart this. Any weapons that they shoot at you that you cannot grab will be those small bullets that take out individual rings off of you.
Looks like I can use this to go up.
And you can swing that bar to help you get up to higher platforming, but you can still go down there and take an alternate route, just in case. There's pretty much two ways to approach this stage. The upper levels, the upper routes, and the lower routes. Which is actually how a lot of Sonic stages are designed. So if all those enemies down there, they are required to get past that wall. As you can see, I just missed it. You can kind of see it. There's some lasers. There. There's some lasers beyond the wall. That is very loud. I'm gonna walk away from that. You have to defeat all those enemies to deactivate those lasers, but if you manage to get up here, you can just continue on with the stage. Very nice. Mr. Grabby Hands is back from Astro Boy. And what's nice is that you can... I was gonna say you can grab his grabby hands as payback, but no. So I'm just gonna drop you into the ocean. And, okay, good. Some of these blocks can respawn, so if you think you ran out, you're gonna be okay. Can I not destroy that? Oh well, if you can't destroy it, go around it.
I've got to hurry.
Ah yes, we are looking for the Iblis trigger after all. Okay, I normally wouldn't take this path, but for Let's Play purposes. These swinging vines, I was first introduced in this story. Because when I played this game for the first time, I unlocked Silver Story, and I got fed up with Sonic Story, probably because I got stuck on a mock speech section.
These are submerged ancient ruins.
So I never got to Tropical Jungle as Sonic before starting Silver Story. And I don't think I ever found the question ring that tells me how to properly use those vines. Also, these squares are going to be littered throughout the whole stage, and you can actually pick them up and move them. And we can access invincibility. So if we're untouchable, we defeat more Mr. Grabby Hands. Oh great, oh great, oh great. I grabbed your hands, Mr. Grabby Hands. That did nothing. Okay, I lied. You can grab the individual bullets, you just can't throw them back because they're that small. Somebody else give me their hands. Come on! Can I harm you? Nope, he still has his shields up. He needs to lose the other arm. He lost his other arm. And you got this little dude. You in the water. Or just combust, it's fine. If it wasn't a 1-up, I would have just ignored. I just realized I have 12 lives. I could have ignored it. But will I ignore that one? The Camera's facing the wrong way. Mash to win. I probably would have not have made that if I just held down the button. Okay. Mr. Grabby Hands' hidey hole. Anything down there? No. Oh well, grab the vine. All you gotta do is swing forward, and when the light turns white, you press the jump button to get maximum height. They're shooting at me. Okay, I'm getting a lot of lives there. I'm not gonna do it. It's tempting. I'm not gonna do it. Slow down. Even though the enemies won't ragdoll away, it still is satisfying watching them explode. Alright, that was kind of funny how he launched. Alright, so now we grab this. This stage has a lot of ground to explore, actually. There's many different routes you can take. It's facing the wrong way again. I don't think you guys saw that. I used that to knock over that big orb, and he just killed the Mr. Grabby Hands.
Those enemies look like they're guarding that cave. It seems I'll need to defeat them first.
Hotbox. Hotbox. A lot of explosive boxes over here. And as you can hear, we're at the end of the stage. We've made it through the jungle. And nowhere did we access Sonic's portion. These two, Sonic, I think, has a completely unique version of Tropical Jungle and not reused in any other stories. Otherwise, let's look at our score.
That was easy.
Probably because it took too long. Yeah, whatever. 6,000 in the bank. Let's move on.
So, this is the past. I hope Silver is okay. He's pretty insecure when he's alone. The Iblis trigger. Blue Hedgehog. The Iblis trigger. A blue hedgehog. Can it be true? I need to find Silver fast.
And now we're playing Wave Ocean as Blaze. Blaze, this stage is the guest character stage for this story, and is the earliest guest character stage you can play in any of the stories, actually. As this is level 3 in the story, so no other guest character level will happen sooner than that. And also, I believe Tails' Wave Ocean as the guest character guest character level is the latest one that will happen in the story. We'll get to see Shadow's guest character story in his guest character level in his story. But now we just then joggle these enemies to death. Now, when it comes to more of Blaze's, when it comes to Blaze's inclusion in the story, it is very odd, because she often mentions, as that cutscene says, Blue Hedgehog. Sonic Rush, which was her debut game, came out in either 2004 or 2005. This game came out in 2006. So if this isn't the same Blaze from Sonic Rush, then it implies that she remembers Sonic. But I think this is just... didn't expect that. Just an alternate version of Blaze. Also, with her inclusion in this game, there is actually a lore change? I don't know what that would be called. Because she has fire abilities. She also had fire abilities in Sonic Rush. But here there's a bit of an explanation that we will receive much later in the game. It's an inconsistency. That's the word I was looking for. No, or might have been a change. Really? There's an invisible wall here? It looks like it could be a shortcut. Whatever. Moving on. The most satisfying thing to do? Actually, that was not as satisfying. Just killing the leader. The homing attacks, though, are very quick. And now we're finding invisible enemies. Back to being chased by the whale, because the whale loves, I guess, the animals. But it doesn't chase us the same way how it did in Sonic's version of the stage. Also, we're at the end of the stage, making Blaze's version of Wave Ocean the shortest out of all the different variations there are. Because Tails would end over in that lighthouse section. Sonic would have his Mach Speech section, and there's yet one more variation we have yet to visit. But this is indeed the shortest, oddly enough. Now, what score did we get with Blaze?
Can't complain.
And again, I get 2 gold Soliana medals.
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Now I've got you, Sonic!
Hey!
It's about time I finally caught you again. Hey! You're not Sonic! I'm sorry.
I'm... Huh? Hey, where'd he go? He must have run off.
I'm sorry. Did you miss someone because of me?
It's okay. I'm sure the guy I'm looking for is still on the island. I'm sure I can still find him.
Well, then I'll help you.
What?
2 heads are better than 1 when looking for someone.
Hey, just wait a second.
What's your name?
Silver.
That's a nice name. I'm Amy Rose. It's nice to meet you.
Ah! Hey, wait! Maybe I'll talk to some people in the town.
And now we've been properly introduced to Amy. And also we see what Silver was doing during that opening cutscene at the very beginning of the game. But that's gonna do it for this part. This time, we finally explored the present day, or the past for in Silver's case. We went through the jungle, made it to Soliana city, town? Because the new city's whatever. We made it to Soliana, properly. We explored the beach with Blaze and found out where she was when she got separated. And now we properly met up with Amy Rose, who appears to be looking for someone. I wonder who. Next time we'll see if we can track down Sonic, the Iblis Trigger, for a Silver Story, and see if we can find out the mysterious person that Amy is looking for. The oh so mysterious person. See you guys then.